How's it going, everyone? I'm Nicolas Guillermo, founder of Liberty Economy, and I've been a petition circulator in the field of the petition industry really since the year 2000. I got involved in door-to-door fundraising with petitions that were putting pressure on candidates, and then in the ballot initiative industry, where we collect enough signatures before a deadline to qualify a ballot measure that lets the people vote on exactly what law changes they want to see. And that's the most important aspect of our government, is our own direct democracy. It's the pinnacle of democracy. It's direct democracy. What's the point of waiting for politicians and representatives that claim to be the best promise keepers only to be let down? Realize even if they do their best, they're still up against a gambit of other fake players who've rigged the system, who have all the corporate funding to back them, who are liars with the mainstream media behind them that we cannot trust anymore. And it's time we create a new paradigm of politics in the first place. That's by the people directly, as the Constitution prescribes, as it exactly says is the first point of the First Amendment. The Second Amendment's great, right? In times of revolution, if they're coming after you with guns, it's good to have a gun if you're a victim of them already getting to that point in tyranny. But before we get there, it makes a lot more sense to understand the First Amendment a little more clearly. Before the Second Amendment, we understand the First Amendment. Make sense? The right of First Amendment freedom of free speech, freedom of religion, freedom to convene, freedom to gather, freedom to network and bring together people in a space, and freedom to petition the government for grievances. And that right to petition is applied in states with what is known as the ballot measure process. And there are 5 types of ballot measures that are important, that let us change the laws directly. Ballot initiative can be used to create a new law. It can be used to stop a law in effect. It can be used to block any federal action we deem unconstitutional under the 10th Amendment. The 9th Amendment also has an effect. We can protect the whole Bill of Rights with the initiative process and save our Constitution, to save the Republic using direct democracy. That is a paradigm shift the people need. That's how we get it done instead of waiting for politicians. It takes education of what needs to be preserved. And among those who already recognize the Constitution's in trouble, we need new intelligence of how to actually play a direct role in changing the law by the will of the people. Why wait for politicians if that same year we could vote on the exact law changes that they're all promising us? We could literally vote on the laws that we want at the next election. We could have dozens of them. What has been the problem? It always boils down to the ballot initiative industry being too expensive. So that's why I have figured out, having worked in the industry for 20 years, exactly what needs to happen. It's a combination of the lobbying industry, but instead of door-to-door fundraising for permanent ballot access, and having door-to-door fundraising year-round for ballot campaigns as necessary. And then when it's petition season, everyone that's fundraising can jump over and to do the petitions with us. And we can qualify the ballot measures. We can let the people vote. And unlike anyone else in the whole industry, I figured out the best system, which creates complete transparency for those that invest in ballot measures. For the money being put out for those workers, we can make transparency now. This never happened before. Using a decentralized ledger, the proponents can have transparency over who they're paying and what their validity is, showing how many signatures are turned in and what are the number of qualified valid signatures that are turned in that batch, because not every signature that's collected is valid. It's just the nature of voting and how the voting databases work. People move, people have reasons to change their voting information. Sometimes they sign and they're not registered voters. But we have a permanent record for the proponents to end the possibility of fraud by deceit. And then we can also make it transparent for the petition circulators to provide 100% of the pay on the spot, where we have the validation done before they turn them in, and then we pay them when they turn them in. Once they're just verified to be the same pages, the payment is made. This has never been done in the industry, which is a game changer, which is why it's so important, because it ends all the corruption and fraud that has existed. I wouldn't have been here unless I persisted from the beginning, because the first time I campaigned for a company, they ripped me off as a petition worker. The second time I campaigned, they were ripping me off slowly, taking from the top. I couldn't do anything about it. And then I wanted to be a coordinator so I could check the signatures myself and have a little more responsibility. And then I got ripped off for all of my money from that contractor. And then the third time I did it, I had a better deal. I was not getting ripped off. I was checking validity, but there still wasn't this transparency. And then the moment I had questions, I got ripped off. So I found there's a lot of fraud in the industry. I finally found a contractor who's been upfront and honest since the beginning, just a man with a heart who cares, communicates with me. I know where he lives, his family. We take care of each other, and I have the direct contract. But because I'm in control now, and I've made a system for transparency, everyone who works with me can be paid up front. I'm not worried about being paid on the back end by my contractor. So that's how I can pay 100% on the spot, because I have trust in my contractor. Until I have the contracts myself, I will work through them. But I've at least created a way for all the petitioners to work with me and get their pay immediately without worry. This is a system that is proprietary, that is using decentralized blockchain technology, and will allow me to pay petitioners on the blockchain, will allow me to distribute bonuses on the blockchain using a smart contract, so you get paid for passive income of every other petitioner you recruit. Even if you're not a petitioner in the industry and you recruit someone, I can use the system to make sure you get a commission for helping recruit them for every signature they turn in. You can have access to their decentralized ledger, validating what you're getting paid is accurate. It will all be on the blockchain proven as well. We'll eventually connect the two as one technology, but we're not quite there yet. We'll also be the first to pay extra bonuses in Satoshis in Bitcoin. This election, 2013 to 2014. Moving into 2014, with 2 AI developers I will deploy and hire. I already recruited them. One of them is a person who graduated with a degree in political sciences. Excellent individual to be a part of it. The other guy just runs an amazing cryptocurrency group online. We can hire them to both create this AI that will do all the signature validation work for us. With our manual validator I have working for me, we can deploy the work to get these signatures validated and make sure the AI is doing an accurate job, that eventually we can have a streamlined system with AI that's functional to completely drop the cost of campaigns, giving petitioners a utility to check the signatures while they're in the field, and just absolutely change the game. Now campaigns will be able to afford getting ballot access so much more efficiently than ever before. It could be half the cost. When you look at how much money goes through the election departments under campaign finance and see how much is actually paid to the petitioners in the street and do the math, you'll see, wow, it's often like half the money is what the petitioner is getting. Where is all the rest of it spent? We don't need to spend all of that on overhead. So we should be able to get a lot more petition contracts. And this will be amazing for the petitioners working with our crew in particular, because we will have exclusive rights for those who work with us to get the chance to work on those great campaigns we will launch with best pay. We should have the best pay. We have the least overhead, so we'll have the best pay available. And we should have the most campaigns available. We will be able to apply utility for those campaign groups to pay for us to manage their campaigns, and democratize the ownership of this industry from the signatures collected at the point of collection to all those who helped us get those signature collectors. The individuals with groups that deploy money in the system will have to hold a portion of tokens, the same tokens we distribute to petition circulators, that prove their validation and all the turn-ins they've done. So the proponents know that we have the staff available to do it on the blockchain, but also by holding tokens, we create a utility. They just have to hold the tokens while the campaigns are going through a smart contract, but we have a utility to raise the value of this token and to increase usage of a smart contract as more and more proponents join and lock in tokens long term. We increase the value of the token to everyone who holds it long term. We can even buy back tokens from the open market from real money coming in through the industry with a portion of the smart contracts. Buy those tokens off the market, burn them completely, raising the value of those tokens even more, making them more scarce. So a lot of tokenomics ideas going into this, and even greater utility with the NFTs. As we want to create a film, an educational film, we can be awarded a $50,000 grant to deploy these NFTs in a kind of film that even could be turned into a game to teach people about the petition industry and how to petition. The idea for a VR game is very real. People go into VR and go through the process of training how to petition in a VR space before they enter the real world. With just fun obstacles we can gamify with different rebuttals, intellectually challenging people to debate on the blockchain. In a metaverse with AI, there's lots of potential here. We can have fun with this. But the idea of making a real film to educate people about direct democracy is part of the goal. So it's why we're selling some NFTs to build out this NFT collection, storyline, have an educational film to teach people about decentralization and direct democracy and the importance of blockchain's role in direct democracy within our industry, and then how that can deploy an e-democracy to invite everybody to debate online, reward those who win debates, to reward those who win debates for the idea of creating policy. This is the initiative quorum, and create that policy that we can deploy in states through the seminars I can lead in VR, in the metaverse, and in productions like this, just to teach people how to write initiatives using model legislation, to redraft them for their state, how to file them as ballot initiatives. This is a very dangerous move to the elites in control. But we will decentralize it, because as soon as I teach one, they can teach another, and they can teach others. When we have a decentralized international token for direct democracy to be applied in any country with those processes, and to create direct democracies where they don't yet have it through political pressure, through the clout created through door-to-door fundraising and organizing campaigns, we can create a future for a decentralized world where decentralized currencies are the forefront. We can end all wars, eliminating the need for fiat currencies and the desire for them. And there's other amazing blockchain opportunities that I will deliver to all those who participate. I have a secondary application that ties into this. The petitioners will be able to promote with their petitions, leveraging local business owners interested in marketing to be out there handing out coupons, getting people onto a website where they can learn about acquiring a blockchain coupon to pay in a blockchain payment using stablecoins, with a smart contract payment, creating passive income for all entrepreneurs who are business owners or recruiting business owners with us. That will be complimentary to everyone who joins. It's amazing. I'll get into that in more detail. I'll get into all the crypto depth of secrets. I put together a 12-channel Discord with secret rooms. You can move up the channels as you apply and you take action in the previous channels, where you get higher and higher yield on stablecoins, the complete bear market solution. So after this election, after the halving, when the cryptos accumulated from our program, and for all of the crypto space get to their peak, during the bear market, all of our members will have the penultimate bear market solution based on what's called stablecoin yield farming. 2 different stablecoins that are generating yield better than a bank, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 80%, and more. And how to find them. That's the alpha that you want. How to find them during the bear market. How to escape the banking system and their low interest rates. I have so much more benefits to joining for people in the United States with business credit leverage and solar power and decentralized data ownership and a few other decentralized ideas. But it's all about providing value to my community. I give back when you join, when you be a part of this, because I care about activism and I need activists to be in my community. I need that social life to connect with others who care about the world, to have discussions about what actions to take. I love intellectual conversations and people that care about activism. So if that's you, leave some comments below, subscribe to the email. If you want to make a difference and even know how you can earn amazing income, making a difference with the ballot initiative campaigns, whether you're working in the field or simply helping to recruit, join me now. Be a part of this program. This is for the United Petitioners. We've created the Crypto Petitioners NFT project. We're building out the idea for the ballot AI, the Kandavali token, the voting voters token for all ballot measures, the super token, the governance token of all e-government. You want to be a part of this, because I have a long path in my future, getting deeper into blockchain and building technology applications, and I hope you join me. This token launch is going to happen soon. The NFT launch has already begun, and we have more NFTs about to go public and bring people into all of it. If you want to get early access to a high ticket offer for the governance token NFT, then just get in contact with me and give you access. But then we're going to have very affordable NFTs for the general market launching soon on the Matic blockchain. So thanks for joining. This video has been brought to you by Shifu Guillermo. It was my interest in Kung Fu, my interest in immortality of the spiritual life to serve my purpose. So if you're ever interested in learning some classical Chinese martial arts, self-defense, boxing, that kind of thing, that's my professional business. That's my certificate of my degree of completion of focus that I've achieved under the great Grandmaster. So I can show you I've been accomplishing multiple things in my life. I also teach amazing Kung Fu. I have a 280-pound jab measured on the heavy bag in the other room. So I can teach amazing things about politics, about health and wellness, and about money. And I have so many solutions. I'm here to serve you. So I look forward to building a membership. Join, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.
Are you going to sign this, or will it be your surviving family members?
Okay, I guess that sounds pretty good.